Hi, this is Dr. Nasuya Jagadevi Jagadeesan, and I'm talking about a subject that is on people's mind today, which is suicide. Specifically, maybe suicide among young people, because suicide among those who are older than a certain age is a different category of suicide. In Malaysia, recently, as a nation, to a certain extent, we've been rocked by suicides in campuses, as well as the case of a suicide where some ignorant people voted for somebody to jump and kill themselves. And people asking me why. Why do people suicide? Why do people vote? Well, I think people don't understand. I think everybody assumes that a suicide attempt, when somebody says they're suicidal, people are, seeking attention. Now, I'm not going to say that, there isn't some people out there who do seek attention. I'm not going to say that. But I am actually going to say that most of the people who are suicidal. They are ambivalent. There's a part of themselves that want to kill themselves, and there's a part of themselves that want to live. So the individual who perhaps, got on social media and asked people to vote actually meant it. She meant that, I don't know, should I live or should I die? I'm ambivalent. I want a reason. I need a reason, because the pain is so much. I'm in pain. I'm suffering, and I don't know why. I don't have the strength to take another step. I need a reason to take another step. And she reached out on social media, and the trolls got to her. Sometimes we're not the right people to help. Sometimes, we don't help to the point that we get our mental health affected as well. So if people are asking you for help and your mental health is being affected, then you have to step back and you have to refer them on to other people who are in a better state to help out. You can help somebody who's ambivalent to say, look, suicide has never reduced pain in the world. Suicide, if there's no other reason why, if I can't give you a reason why, I can just tell you, don't. Maybe, you can find a reason with other people. You can find a reason together. There are many reasons why people are suicidal. There are many reasons why people want to kill a part of themselves. I'm rambling, I think, a little bit. I can't say this. People, if they are reaching out, if you don't know what to say, don't say anything. Just say, please get help. If you know what to say and it's something supportive, say it. If it's not supportive, if you're trying to be funny, really? Is anybody laughing right now? I don't think so. I think there are a lot of people who are feeling very guilty out there. So anyway, people ask what caused the suicide? What is the event that caused the suicide? Here's the thing. There's no one event that causes the suicide. I like this metaphor about suicide the best. Imagine a glass of water that is really full. You have this absolutely full glass of water, right to the brim. You take one drop, just one tiny drop. You drop it in the glass. What happens? The water overflows. Is the cause of the overflowing the one drop of water? Or is it something else? Is it the fact that the glass was full? There's so much in that glass that the dam burst. That is suicide. When somebody asks me what causes the suicide, you're asking for that one drop of water. You're not looking at the glass. According to research, 90% of the reason why people commit suicide is they have a mental health issue. Some pre-existing condition. They're sick. It's an invisible illness. You can't see it. But they're sick and it's killing them. It's in their head. No, it's, and that's what makes it hard. They need help. But the kind of help differs person to person because unfortunately, unlike some physical symptoms, when it comes to suicide, each individual's case is as unique as that individual. That is the beauty and the sheer complexity of the human being. So, when you're asking why did somebody commit suicide, you just remember you're asking for that one drop of water. The cup's full. They've reached their capacity. Now some of us have, big pints of cups. Some have smaller cups. Some have different sizes of cups. Some of us have it, relatively empty, so we are able to manage it. And some don't. Some cups are full. And it doesn't matter how old somebody is. It doesn't matter how much you think is going on in their lives. If that cup is full, that cup is full. Alright? Not all of us can deal with somebody who is suicidal. Sometimes the best thing that we can do to help is to make sure that you don't end up with two victims of suicide. That means two victims going into depression. So while we want to help, sometimes the best help we can do is refer a case on or bring in the professionals. That's what we are supposed to be doing. I'm probably a little bit too tired to make a serious video. Well, it is a serious video, but to talk about it on a very cognitive scale. So I just felt that I needed to put something out there on social media, and just to say, come on, we need to do better. Suicide is it's one of the biggest causes of death of young people on this planet. Young people did not make this current planet. Our generation made this planet. Us old people who say, oh my God, in my time we used to handle stress better. We made this planet that these kids are living in. Take some responsibility. At least don't say stupid things. Life right now is complex. The ways of reaching out, the ways of family are different. The social support is different. The dialogue in society is different. Get with the times. Do you want to help? Try to understand that this is a complex issue. It is not limited to one space. It is not limited to one time. It's a global epidemic. People are dying all over the world, and not just young people, right? Old people also die quite a bit of suicide. Somehow or another, we are more connected, but we're more disconnected because the content of our conversations lack heart. let's put some heart. Meme is a meme is funny. We got thousands of memes out there. We got thousands of jokes out there. We got, but where's the heart? Come on, people. Get help, alright? If you're feeling suicidal, and sometimes it comes back over and over again, you get help once, it comes back. Yes, yeah, it is. It's like a cold. Cold keeps coming back. Every flu season, you get a cold again. So every time certain individuals are in that season, they get, suicidal again, and then they need to be helped through it again. And then they're okay for a period of time. Then it comes back. There are ways of dealing with it. And sometimes it is a repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And individuals get tired. When individuals get tired, you tag somebody else. That's when the professionals come in. That's when you have counselors. That's when you have clinical psychologists. That's when you have psychiatrists. It's not just the drugs. It's a relationship between the mental health workers and clients. We have got to do a better job. Stop being afraid of the word suicide. It's a word. It's a reality. It's like being afraid of saying cancer. It's a sickness. Alright? In order to heal a sickness, we must have a healthy, open, useful dialogue on the matter. Trying to sweep suicide under the carpet, use acronyms, say different words, trying to pretend it's somebody else's problem, none of that's gonna work. Okay? Not in today's day and age. Deal with it. How do you deal with it? Open your heart. Listen. Listen to what the young generation is saying. Listen to what older people who are suicidal are saying. Start support groups that actually support. Online, in centers, in neighborhoods. Start talking about suicide without the taboo. Honestly, the religions do not condemn when you have a mental health issue. 90% of people who complete suicide have a mental health issue. Can y'all please just think that God has more compassion. When somebody has a mental health issue, don't condemn. Just assume they have a mental health issue. Alright? Because 90% is a hell of an average. Okay, this is, pretty long for me. Sorry if I ramble. Trigger warnings up. No, bit too late for trigger warnings at the end. But, we are here. Counselors are here. There are amazing people who do come in to help. So please, if you are feeling suicidal, if you have been affected by somebody suiciding in your presence, if you're affected by family members or friends committing suicide, go talk to people who understand. And by the way, as a client, you have a right to shop around. If you find that one counselor, one therapist doesn't say what you feel is useful to you, change a therapist. Okay. Please, let's come together. Let's mature in dealing with this matter. Suicide's not a boogeyman. Suicide's a sickness. It's a product of mental sickness. And like any sickness, there is a cure. We just have to put an effort, we have to put the resources into finding